Hola, how's everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon. It's very rare for me to jump on camera this early. I haven't even finished my cup of coffee yet. Um, and I'm not even in my usual office, my usual spot. And also my cats are like running around this morning. So you might hear them or they might jump on the table or something. Um, but I just thought I'd come on. And before I start, I have a few topics to talk about, and I'm going to pull some cards. Um, but before I start, this usually gets me going in the morning because I love that 70s show. And if I don't know if y'all familiar with the characters, but Kitty, I love Kitty. Kitty's awesome. And I love her laugh. So I was gonna play that clip for you. And let me share my screen. And let me make sure the sound is going to work here. Yes, okay, it should work.
Kitty, when we got married, we took a vow to be together through sickness and in health. But nobody said anything about what to do if your wife turns into a dope fiend. You're a nurse, for God's sakes. You know this stuff is bad news.
Bad news isn't the half of it. Here are the facts. When the smoke hits the brain, the cells start dying. This process causes impaired judgment and hallucinations and a lot of other wonderful things.
Is it Eric going away? Is that why you use this stuff? Kitty, if you were feeling blue, you didn't have to turn to drugs. I would have made you a martini. What's so damn funny?
Is it the big head thing?
Oops, all right, let me stop sharing. Okay. Oops. Yeah, that was great. I love that show. That show is just clean fun. And Kitty is not a dope fiend. I love her. She's an awesome mom on the show. But anyway, God, I haven't even exercised. I haven't done my angelic qigong. I haven't done my meditation. Um, I don't know, it's just, spirit guiding me again. So I thought I'd come on and talk about a few topics. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was I watched the Nino Rodriguez show and Bo Polny came back on. He's the guy that gives out these dates. It's like according to, I don't know how he does it. He interprets something in the Bible and he comes out with these dates. The one date he gave was when the Iranian president was killed in a plane crash. And then the last one was 45 getting shot. He gave the date for that. I mean, he didn't know that was going to happen. He didn't know, the Iranian president was going to be killed either. He just gives the dates and then something actually happens. So he was back on and he said the next thing to happen is the US dollar crash, which is the third seal. I took notes on this, by the way. So yeah, that's gonna be like the next thing. Silver and gold is supposed to multiply. Can't wait. But he said from the dates from July 4th to August 17th is going to be like really quick changes. I guess you could say a quickening. It's a 45-day window of change. And he said stuff about a New York blackout. Um, so it's pretty much war, blackouts, and a strange infiltration during the summer. Um, and then when the lights come back on, it's a celebration from summer to fall. And I've been getting, and I, like actually, let me backtrack on that. When it comes to when he was talking about New York, like I had this really strange dream about New York. I had a dream that I was walking um across the George Washington Bridge, and I kept seeing these immigrants. I guess they were illegal immigrants coming, like going the other way, like going towards New Jersey. Really strange. And they were actually Middle Eastern. Um and then also I had in the same dream I saw a crane in New York fall. And I kind of also saw like this is really crazy. I saw like this building falling into like water. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's just like, you know, maybe another timeline. But I'm just mentioning it. So it's kind of weird that he mentioned New York. Um, and so yeah, so when the lights come on, there's going to be a celebration, which makes sense. And also fall is significant, which I did have which I posted in my community page. So if you don't look at my community page, please do. And like I got the song September, so September 21st, like in the song it says mentions September 21st. And he did also mention eruptions, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions in a national park, tornadoes. Actually, Illinois just had a tornado, and I didn't even know. And I was talking to my mother the other day, and she like mentioned it because their roof got messed up, so they had to call roofers to fix it. Um, yeah, he said December complete economic collapse, explosion of gold and silver. November and December are significant. I got that too with the pendulum. I got, like September and November being significant with um commodities with the like the silver and the gold, the metals. I also got that as well. Um the only thing I'm like a little like critical about this guy, this Bo Polny, was he was like ranking on psychics, and like totally like that just like I just have this irritation with the far right, like Christian ideology thing, and to like well, judge, because they talk about prophets and being a prophet. A prophet and a psychic is pretty much the same thing, because where's the message? The message is coming from, God is coming from source. It's the same thing. I mean, where do I get my messages from? I get my messages from God, from source. You know, like it's the same. So I don't know why it's, that I know why, because it's part of the cabal brainwashing. It's like, okay, yeah, psychics are bad, what every psychic is different. How can you judge them all? Every person is different. You know, you, yeah, you do have to be careful where you get your information from. And if you're like channeling the information, you do have to be careful. You have to get your information from the highest frequency. You have to be in a high frequency. There's training, there's discipline behind it. It's not just, doing it. You have to be careful. But it's just the judgment behind it. It really puts me off. And, like my in-laws are like that, and they read the Bible and everything like that. And one day my father-in-law, oh, there goes my cat moving my camera. One day my father-in-law, gives me this book on crystals, and I never read it. And like it's telling me that, they're bad. And, who wants to hear that? I do not want to hear that. And where does it mention in the Bible that crystals are bad? It does not mention that in the Bible. It's because they watch these televangelists and, don't question what these televangelists are saying. It's just it's very narrow-minded thinking. Anyway, I had to get that off my chest because it really irritates me. And especially, seeing I posted that on my community page, seeing that somebody posted something about 45 being the Antichrist. Like, come on, really? Anyway, I had to get that off my chest. It was really annoying me. Um, oh, another thing I wanted to mention about JD Vance. There is a movie that he based on his memoirs. Oh, you know what? It is called Hillbilly Elegy. A really great movie. I haven't seen a good movie like that in a really long time with a really good storyline. I usually watch movies with my husband, and usually we watch like, bad to like mediocre movies lately because, it's hard to find a really good movie. Um and we never like finish it. We get halfway through it and then stop watching. But this movie, I was so, focused on it. It's really, 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 really good. It didn't do well. It didn't get good reviews because it's so real and people are not used to that. But really great movie. And what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, all this stuff happening with, with the election and, Brandon stepping down. Um, it's pretty, a lot of stuff is happening, a lot of crazy stuff is happening. So what did I want to do today? I definitely wanted to pull some cards. Um, I wanted to pull some cards you know, on Kamala and see what's going to happen. Um, Also, I wanted to see like how are we going to move into the EBS globally? Because it I feel like in the US we're being set up to move into the EBS in a certain way, but how is that going to unfold globally? Because like I don't see how that could unfold like in other countries and all at the same time. Um, and maybe I'll probably dive into the dream that I had about New York City. All right, so let's see. The first question. The first question is going to be, oh wait. Okay, the first question is going to be about the election and Kamala. Like, how is that going to unfold? Let's see if we can get any clues as to how this is going to unfold. Just click here. How is this going to unfold with moving forward? What do we need to know? Oops, something just popped out. Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. All right, so we have Page of Cups. So this is the situation. This is, does this mean that somebody younger is playing her? Or it could be, this could, you know what? No, this is actually can be a clone. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. That means it's a clone. Yeah, remember pages can mean clones. And then we have the outcome, Mr. T. All right, so it looks like in the past, we know there was an ending, with Brandon. That's obvious. And then we have the strength card. So strength is a major arcana card. So it looks like this is going to be the theme with her for a while. But then it looks like another major arcana card is going to change. And this is also an 8. So presently, since we have the strength card, she's going to be there for a while. But 8 could also be, oh wait, that's not an 8, that's 813, so that's a 4. But yeah, 8 could also be a quick changes as well. But let's see what the environment looks like. So Ace of Swords, like definitely this is an information war. Um, and negative information is already coming out about her. So that's going to be the tactic pretty much to, just to discredit her with the information. And she's kind of standing on a weak leg over here. This is a weakness card right here. Hmm. I'm getting that somebody is going to come out, which actually someone has already come out to discredit her. Um, but I feel like it could be a man that's going to come out in a big way that is actually going to discredit her. Um, something that she might have done financially, misused funds. but also other things. Because look at this. So she's going to be five is not permanent. She's going to be out. Like, because you could see out, she's out in the cold here. Um, so yeah. So it looks like that's going to change. Let's see. All right. So the question was, how will the days of darkness, like leading up to the EBS, unfold in other countries? All right. So how will it unfold in other countries? How will things unfold in other countries? Let's see if it's a tough question. Let's see if the cards can answer it. Eight of Swords. It's interesting because I know Caroline got Eight of Swords. And let's see, Page of Swords. It has to do with information. Uh, in my head, I heard when I looked at this card, the Five of Wands, I heard lines breaking, something about lines breaking. I don't know what that means. Train lines, electrical lines, uh, maybe something related to a natural type of disaster. Um, there's water here, so maybe something having to do with water. And this is like a balancing card. And then this is like, could be Starlink. It could be vulnerability. And there's also water here. Um, I don't know. Could be something like that. Um, something along those lines I'm picking up. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna try this deck. I don't know if the deck will work, but let's see. So the question is, how will the days of darkness unfold? Or what is the guidance here? Because these are more like these are oracle cards, but they're more about being guided. Transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So something is going to transform. Okay. And then let's see the other question. New York City. Okay, did my dream about New York City have any truth behind it? Let's ask that one. Did my dream have any truth behind it? Oh, I got the Judgment card. and the Hierophant. So control. And then I got the Empress. So I think that, see, this is also another hard one to interpret. I think that maybe it's something that might have happened on another timeline, or they might have, the dark forces might have considered doing this. Um, but it looks like there are other positive positive entities in control and will not allow that to happen. So it probably was like a battle, but I don't really see, yeah, I don't see that happening. And then I'm gonna pull a card, an oracle card. So let's see. What do they have to say about me? Let's see. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. I don't know what that means. Infinite supply. Huh. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, I guess that's it. All right. Well, thank you for watching. And um, don't forget, I have a new website. I'm offering my services, my tarot card reading for low, low prices, inflation prices. Don't forget to check out my new website. Um, all right. Well, thank you so much. And always peace and love.